Round 2.
Hi, I'm Miriam, co-founder and COO of Keto Chow.
I'm Chris, also co-founder, president, and the technical guy behind Keto Chow, who forgot to hook this live stream up to where we were broadcasting from. So if you were on Facebook, you're like, why did you start? And then you stopped again. Anyway, if you're brand new to Keto Chow, it's a nutritionally complete meal designed to make doing keto easy. We also have some electrolyte supplements that are amazing for everyday use and for keeping the dreaded keto flu away.
Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the little bell icon for daily updates on all our Keto Chow happenings. These live streams help us be accountable and stay on track. Thanks so much for joining us on our journey.
You sound like you're still asleep.
I haven't used my voice much today.
Okay.
That's a Saturday morning thing, right?
Yeah, well, Blue Dove is the first one I can see online. They say, good to see that activity done while it's cool. I actually edged the sidewalks this morning already. Lynette says, good morning. Jerry says, morning, Lynette. Easy is on, so is Sonia. Debbie says, it's pouring rain here today, and I'm in heaven. So relaxing after a solid week in the hundreds.
Oh, man.
I wish it would just be dumping rain right now. That would be amazing. Yeah, I'd go outside and listen to it.
We did get one day of dumped rain, but we didn't get it in our city.
No, that's okay.
Which, yeah.
Let's see. Shauna says, good morning, Chris and Miriam. Karen says, good morning. Irene says, it took all week, but I made it to alive.
Yay, Irene.
Jerry says, BB-8. Yeah, this is my
BB-8? Sure.
BB-8, expressions of BB-8. Audrey has one that's expressions of Darth Vader, and it's just the same picture.
Same.
Yeah,
it's really funny.
Let's see. Jerry says, morning, Sean. Autumn says, good morning. The Pacific Northwest is in for a historic heat wave through Monday.
Oh, man.
Temps are expected to reach 110 or higher tomorrow and Monday. Man. That's nuts. You expect that in Arizona, not in Oregon.
Yeah.
Blaine says, hi, Bears. Dana says, good morning. Amanda is on as well from Kentucky.
Hi, Amanda.
Excuse me. Mike says, good morning. Shauna is on again. Well, she already was on. Debbie says, my Keto Chow Club box is scheduled to be delivered on Tuesday. Some people have already started receiving theirs.
Oh, yeah.
And we made a post in the Facebook support group to channel all of the spoilers.
Yep, so if you want to talk about the spoilers, you can find out there. But if you don't want to talk about it, just don't look at that post.
Blue Dove says, your kitchen is so pretty. Such a nice, warm, golden light. Actually, that's the color temperature setting on the camera, because I have a light over here, and it's really, really cool. It's a blue. And so I have to set, this to, anyway. Yeah. It's the camera. Let's see. Rossiana is on. So is Cindy. Says lots of rain here in Ontario. Floyd says, good morning, peeps. Sorry about yesterday. I was trying to type while I was walking. My question was, has anyone heard anything about coconut oil making a difference in labs and cholesterol?
Oh,
so
that's right.
I have had my cholesterol modified by using MCT oil.
Yes.
And anyway, coconut oil itself seemed to do a really good job at raising HDL, which is good.
Yeah.
And not doing much to my triglycerides, which is also good. MCT oil, on the other hand, lowered my HDL and raised my triglycerides. So, but the thing about it is, though, when it really gets down to it, is cholesterol a point of concern for your doctor? Maybe, if they're not read up on the latest information. Should cholesterol be something of concern to you? I would say probably not. There are lots of people that would disagree with me on that, but based on what I've seen, cholesterol numbers do not seem to have any real indication as to your likelihood of dying. How about that? So there's more information on cholesterolcode.com, which is a really good resource of what cholesterol numbers actually mean. So, nerd. Let's see. Easy says, my honey to-do list is almost complete. Just need to run to Home Depot for some paint. I also made a pina colada pound cake last night. It was great.
Yay.
Yes, it is. We have the stuff to make that.
Yeah, we do.
We could bring that to Ben's house tomorrow. Becky says, good morning. Happy Saturday. Marie says, good morning from rainy Michigan. Patty says, my box is out for delivery.
Yay.
Let's see. Matt says, I've got some caramel macchiato going in the new ice cream maker today. Jerry got his Chow Club ship notice yesterday. They should have all. Completely out? Okay.
I
And
tried to pull it and it's like, no. And I'm like,
yeah, well, did you open it up and look inside?
They're talking about
Open it up
the
and look
lawnmower.
inside. Anyway,
And try to pull the string when it's not on the lawn.
Yes.
That helps.
well, I tried to pull it and it didn't want to pull.
that's not out of
it's-
gas.
It's probably the thing is running into some tall grass.
Pull it
so-
slowly to get it moving and
Yeah.
then try pulling it.
Try that.
Anyway, Jerry's, oh yeah, everybody should have gotten their Chow Club notice yesterday. By yesterday.
Yes.
Didi says Lewiston, Idaho, 118 on Tuesday. Sure hope they're wrong. Boy, I sure hope so. Becky says, your kitchen is so clean. I'm so envious. That's because I helped clean it up and Miriam helped clean it up before we went live.
That's right. There are
Also-
still some recipes sitting on the holder and stuff to do.
We only have 2 children here right now because everybody else is at
That's
a
right.
thing.
They're at a camp out.
So, Sissy says, hi from Georgia. Welcome. Let's see. Shauna says, Noah said my chow box should be here by Monday.
Nice.
Becky says my husband's a clutter bug. Oh my gosh. Sissy says, new to keto. I'm just learning. Blaine says the magic of filming. Let's see. Oh, and Becky's currently waiting for an electrician to show up.
Oh man.
Elizabeth says, what was the link about cholesterol? It's cholesterolcode.com. All one word, no spaces. TC's Life put it into the chat, but you
Oh,
have to take
thank
out
you.
the spaces.
Oh, they wouldn't let it share it. That's why.
Yeah, you can't, unless you're a moderator on any YouTube channel, YouTube doesn't let you put in links.
Which
Blue
is
says,
safe, really.
yeah. Blue says, well, your camera makes your kitchen look pretty anyway. Yes, it
Thank
does.
you.
Chad says, hello, I tried s'mores pancakes for the first time. They were amazing.
Nice.
Blaine says, all the joys of parenting. Debbie says, I agree, your kitchen is beautiful and looks spacious. There actually is a video on our channel where Miriam does a tour. We got home from work and the kitchen was really clean. And I'm like, well, people keep on asking about the kitchen. Let's just do a tour. So we did a tour. Anyway, Sylvie says, good morning, everyone. Floyd says, oh my gosh, Chris, I will take nerds. Thanks so much. I get the lab overall July 19th having an issue. I have a loving issue with coconut oil.
Okay.
All right. Karen says, thanks for recommending cholesterol code last time. I felt overly stressed. My doctor told me I had to go on a low-fat diet. After reading and listening, I felt so much better. Here's the fun thing about cholesterolcode.com. There is something on there called the Feldman protocol. In there, Dave actually, you can modify what your cholesterol numbers say in a matter of days. And if you're doing a ketogenic diet and you have energy, you feel great, your hair is looking awesome, everything is great, you've lost weight, all this other stuff, and the only thing that's bad is your cholesterol. Okay. Well, it turns out there's actually a way that you can game the system.
There's a hack for that.
There is a hack. You can drastically, radically lower your cholesterol numbers in just a matter of days if that's such a big deal for your doctor that they won't leave you alone. Or you want to get better life insurance quotes. Anyway, Feldman Protocol. It's on cholesterolcode.com as well. Bluto says my chow club is arriving Tuesday. And we tried to get everything out so it would be there before the 1st, which is Thursday. So most people should be getting it Tuesday the 29th or Wednesday the 30th. Mimi says, good morning, everyone.
Good morning, Mimi.
Sonny says, Miriam, are you related to a keto baker in Vegas?
Maybe.
I doubt it.
I don't know anyone in Vegas that I'm related to. My dad was an only child, and so I don't know any Printies except for my siblings.
Yep.
And yeah, Bears would be Chris's side, and I know some of them in Oregon and Idaho.
Yeah, there aren't any in
Yeah,
Vegas.
there's a lot of Bears.
We have
though.
friends in Vegas.
Yeah.
I got friends in hot places. Anyway, Glenn says my chow club notice. I got my chow club notice yesterday. So excited.
Nice.
Becky says, love that site. Great info passed along to my nurse practitioner. Yes, cholesterolcode.com. Let's see. Sissy says, I have type 2 diabetes. Does it help with this? So a ketogenic diet in general works in everything that we've seen exceptionally well for type 2 diabetes. We actually went to Costa Rica as part of a reality documentary series where they had a couple doctors and a couple other people that were showing people how to reverse their type 2 diabetes. And I think all of the participants still at this point,
Yeah.
like Lisa's A1C looks amazing. She's lost so much weight. Jerome couldn't believe what it was doing to his numbers as well. And it's, I guess the short version of it is type 2 diabetes seems to be your cells can't take in any more glucose. And so your body produces more and more insulin to try and push that in, but there's nowhere for it to go. It's like having a luggage, a trunk that's full, and there's nothing wrong with the trunk, it's just full. And so then at that point you have to start putting stuff in your backpack, you have to start putting stuff in your any bags that you're carrying, and eventually there's just nowhere for the glucose to go, and it starts spilling out into your urine and it's in your bloodstream. And when people do a ketogenic diet or lower the amount of glucose that they're eating, that could be starches like pasta or bread, then they're able to clear out some of that space. And so you don't have this overabundance of insulin trying to push glucose into places that are full. And it's really amazing the results that a lot of people have had on ketogenic diets in general, not just Keto Chow. I mean, you can use Keto Chow, that's great, but ketogenic diets in general are amazing for type 2 and, for that matter, type 1 diabetes. I mean, type 1s, you still have to take insulin, but you save so much on not having to buy as much. What were you going to say? Nothing? Okay.
Good explanation.
Okay, Ellen says, anyone in the office answering emails today? Nope, nobody is.
They work Monday through Friday.
Yep. They'll come in early Monday morning. Nothing's shipping out right now anyway. If you have a problem with an order that you just placed, you can actually, there's a link that you can click that will cancel the order. But nope, nobody works on Saturdays except for us.
Yep.
Jerry says, my keto stir fry on the Blackstone last night was absolutely smashing and delicious. Keto lifestyle rocks.
Nice.
Sonny says, Monday will be lovely. Chow Club and regular order arrives, as well as my new air conditioning gets installed.
Wow, it'll be a perfect day.
First world issues, yeah, but having
It'll be
non-functional air conditioning is terrible. Shauna says, my blender ice cream turned into blender Keto Chow caramel macchiato milkshake. User error.
That's okay.
Still sounds delicious. Let's see. It scrolled up when I tried it. I think the scrolly thing on this mouse sucks. This is my daughter who's coming home from band camp today. She may have a Three Bears moment. Who's been sleeping in my bed? That would be me. Okay. Let's see. Becky says cardio is the hack. 45 minutes, 3 times a week. I guess that would lower.
That's great.
Stacy says I got my Chow Club box today.
Yay.
Did you like the surprise? Amanda says, did the raspberry cheesecake formulation change? It's definitely much pinker. The
Yes.
formulation
The color-
didn't, but the color did.
The color changed.
Yes.
The formulation's the same.
Like, I guess that is part of the formulation. So we used to use an extract from beet juice along with elderberry color.
Which when you mixed it looked good, but then when it sat for an hour, it like turned like this grayish color.
Yeah, it faded to gray.
And so we decided we were doing flavor testing and color testing, and I'm like, hey, why don't we change this to
it's like, that's not the color we want, but that would be perfect.
for raspberry cheesecake.
Yep. So it did. The color did change. Karen says, yeah, I figured that too. I figured if I have blood work coming, I can do that and make my cholesterol numbers look better. Cindy says, my doc says if you don't get your cholesterol down, I'm putting you on meds. I politely said, not happening. There's some really interesting stuff about, so statins are what usually are prescribed to reduce people's cholesterol. And that's out of a belief that lower cholesterol will make you have fewer heart attacks, which lower cholesterol, okay, does it cause fewer heart attacks? There's a lot of discussion about that. Or is it that people who have fewer heart attacks tend to have lower cholesterol, but lowering cholesterol artificially is correlated with stroke and type 2 diabetes. People who take statins have a higher incidence of dying from everything, period. It's called all-cause mortality. Also, the studies that were done to get statins approved were done on men, not on women, because women have these monthly cycles that tend to mess up results.
And they couldn't get the results they wanted, so
they used men, and the really interesting thing is higher cholesterol numbers are correlated with fewer heart attacks and longer life and less dying in women. So if you're a woman and your doctor is prescribing you a statin, that means that they have not read the literature, and you really need to have a frank discussion with them about why they think it is beneficial to prescribe you a statin. There's some really good stuff from Larry Diamond and also from Nadir Ali.
David
Nadirali. What did I say? Larry Diamond? I meant David Diamond. Sorry.
David Diamond.
David Diamond. So Nadir Ali is actually a cardiologist in Houston. He's given a lot of really good presentations. David Diamond he's just a guy who...
Isn't he a researcher?
I think he is. But he doesn't research statins, which is interesting. But he kind of came into all this and he's like, wait, why is everyone prescribing statins when the difference in taking a statin and not taking a statin was a fraction of a percentage of absolute risk? Anyway, he's got some really good stuff as well. So I can't give you medical advice, but I would recommend researching it yourself, especially if you're a woman, and especially if you're a little older. The likelihood of you
older.
The likelihood of you
older.
dying goes down the higher your cholesterol is, and that is documented in the science. Anyway, choo choo. The train got derailed. Let's see. Blue Dove says, I am having trouble pulling off blender ice cream too. See, I haven't even ever tried it because we've got the compressor ice cream maker. So
there's that video by Joe and Rachel.
Yep.
So they said use the ice
The
cubes. So
Vitamix.
probably just a couple more ice cubes.
Yeah, maybe. Jerry says, I can't wait to see the reverse series. Have we put together the TV spot for that yet?
I can't remember.
I don't know if we have. Sean says, okay, someone told someone my twin joke last night. What do you call a twin octopus? Identical. She told you that last night. Bree says, has been great for me with my type 1 diabetes. A1C was 4.8 and no scary lows and low standard deviation.
That's awesome.
Nice.
Marie, I'm so happy.
Danita is on. Holly says, yep, would it help in? I'm not sure what that is. Debbie says, Miriam, I just want to give you a pillow and a stuffed animal. You look beautiful as always, but you sound sleepy.
I'm so tired.
Holly says,
it's funny because Thursday night we went to a play and I got to bed at midnight. And then last night I slept well.
yeah, but we didn't get to bed until after 11.
But I was still going to bed late. But, it kind of compounds. So I'm sleepy.
Let's see. Holly says, going back to type 2 diabetes, would it help insulin resistance? So a ketogenic diet. Well, so the insulin resistance is that your body has insulin. You're not type 1. Your body has insulin that is telling cells, hey, there's too much glucose out here. You need to take it in. And your cells are saying, I'm full.
I'm not taking that.
What are you talking about? Are you crazy? And then your body says, look, I said get the glucose out of your system. And so it makes more and more and more insulin. So it's not so much that your cells are resistant to insulin, it's that they're full. They just don't have anywhere else to put it. So, and then by reducing the amount of stuff in your cells, then there's space and they can take that and everything just starts working like it should.
Which by reducing glucose will
Yes.
help them.
Incidentally, a lot of times people will find that if they are having problems with blood sugar control and they just fast a little, that helps their cells clear out that extra, and now
just
there's
a little bit.
space, and they can start doing it. Irene says, got my brother hooked on Keto Chow while he was recovering from an infection in the hospital. Now we're working on my sister.
Oh, wow. Is he doing better? Is he home now? I hope he's home now.
Blaine is on, says, hashtag licorice camping fear factor for Joe.
Hi, Blaine.
Becky says, Blaine, don't terrorize my sister. Licorice is from the devil. TC's Life says, Blue Dove, are you able to get your ceiling fixed soon? I hope so. Let's see. Holly says, bless you. Becky says, bless you, Miriam. Becky says, Rhoda. Sonia says, Gesundheit. TC says, no statins for this body. Rhonda says, Chris, mocha in the chaffle does not taste like coffee. Bless you, Miriam. Okay. I still don't. I actually don't like the mocha Keto Chow just because I don't like coffee. Shauna says, I heard on an HGTV show called Clipped, a topiary competition, someone made an octopus mini output hole.
That's funny.
Okay. Laura Pennsylvania says, I'm trying s'mores for the first time today. Maybe orange tomorrow. I think root beer float and key lime, then 4 weeks without. I have 16 containers full and a club box on the way because she's doing no dairy. Becky says, hormones screw with everything, especially blood pressure. Hormones can trigger histamine levels, causing more inflammation.
Yep.
Yet the worst thing about stress is it makes you stressed.
Yes, it stresses me out thinking about all that stress.
Yep. Dina says, how is the magnesium hunt going? I actually have some test stuff right there because we're doing the final. I was going to pull the trigger and say, yeah, let's go. But I'm like, wait, no.
Let's just do the final countdown.
I was going to make sure that
Couple
it for
more
realsies is just good.
We're close.
Sydney says, I'm woman. Hear me roar. Then it says, I'm on vacation for a month, but I have to go back to work because I left a Keto Chow in the fridge at work. Oh my gosh.
No.
I mean, it'll be fine for like a week, but Elizabeth says, my goodness, you guys know so much. Thank you so much. Thanks for the ways to research. Well, the nice thing about it is there's so much information out there. And if you have a doctor that isn't supportive of you on a ketogenic diet, it's not your fault. But as Dr. Berry says, it is your problem. And you need to make sure that you and your doctor are working together because your health is your problem. It's not the doctor's problem, it's your problem. And you need to be your own best advocate. And if a doctor is telling you to take pills, then you're like, you know what? I don't know that that's such a good idea. Well, that's when you have a discussion with them. Mike says, eat more bacon for your health. Yes. Becky says, I just had a major breakthrough in my PMDD treatment, introducing an antihistamine during different phases of the cycle to stop the Sybil syndrome from interrupting my personal life.
There we go.
All right.
That's cool. It's interesting how antihistamines work so well at different times. So.
Okay. Oh, Blue Dove is itchy from cleaning up the ceiling. Fiberglass is no fun.
No,
it is not any fun.
I'm
By
sorry.
the way, duct tape. Try using duct tape.
On your skin, because
Like
then if it has
you
little
roll it up
particles,
and zip, zip.
and then you can maybe
Sometimes
get
it can
some of
help.
it off.
Floy says, with the L. Julie says, I love to make blender ice cream. Rhonda says, Miriam, you're feeling well?
I'm just tired.
You still actually have some lines.
I like
pillow
literally
lines on
got
your
out of
face.
bed and threw on some clothes.
Let's see. Karen says, I love making blender ice cream. More like a super thick, slushy milkshake. Hubby loves it in the evening with a fat straw. Straw that's fat, not a straw made out of fat. That'd be weird. Ludo says, okay, glad to hear that, Becky. PMDD is rough. You can reduce histamine levels in your diet too, maybe. Let's see. Floyd says, with the lack of sleep, did the org give you discipline? Has it?
I haven't looked at it yet.
Sonia says, I'm traveling. I brought my Keto Chow, but forgot the fats. As a result, and in a moment of weakness, I haven't had a feeling of fullness. I should go buy some avocado oil, but I hate wasting the bottle. Can't take it back tomorrow on the plane. The struggle is real.
Oh, yeah, that's hard.
Yeah. So what you could do is do Keto Chow without fat in it, and make some fat bombs if that's available. Like you could literally make fat bombs out of butter and cream cheese if you wanted to. It just needs to be, you need to have at least 10 grams of fat in your digestive system. What the heck? You got 89?
It says I slept well.
I think I got like 55 or something like that.
What do you want to do today?
Anyway,
Sleep
but
more.
as long as there's fat in your digestive system while you're digesting the Keto Chow, you'll be able to absorb the vitamins. Marie said, yeah, my insulin resistance has dropped so much already. On average, I'm taking around 60% less of my total daily dose compared to pre-keto. That is fantastic. Let's see. Mike says PSMF bread is amazing.
Oh, yeah, we haven't made that yet.
Cindy says, I love the mocha. Debbie says, what? You don't like coffee? Hey, you can like coffee. That's fine by me.
That's right.
I think it smells like
raised drinking coffee.
I think it smells
Our
like
parents
burnt
didn't
popcorn.
drink coffee. So.
Yep. Sissy says, I've been so thankful that I've been able to get my blood sugar down and not have to go on insulin. Your advice was very helpful.
Did the lawnmower work, honey?
These guys headphones on. TC's Life says, got a cortisone shot yesterday. I feel like a new woman. I can walk without a limp. Starting back to my walking half marathon training this weekend. Wow.
That's awesome.
Irene says, yeah, my brother's doing great. He's a paraplegic and ended up with an infection. The antibiotics won't clear up.
Oh, that's scary.
Just taking him off the vac machine last week, and he's healing nicely. That's amazing.
Yay.
Julie says, how can I make my Keto Chow ice cream sweeter? You can add some allulose or some
Swerve.
or some sugar-free syrup like the Tiranis or Da Vinci. That actually works really well.
Yeah.
So Jerry says, it's the final countdown. Well, this is leftovers and meal prepped meat can build up more histamine. I'm eating a lot of freshly frozen beef to help I'm assuming that you are cooking it and not eating it frozen, because that sounds really weird. Hey, Sam, did it work?
Yep.
Okay.
I just need a drink of water.
Okay,
cool.
Great. All right, Layla says, good morning. I had a chocolate mint Keto Chow before heading to my mom's to help her with her flooded basement.
Oh,
no. I hope that everything's okay. Kay says, it's amazing to continue to hear how so many people are healing from decades of health issues. You are instrumental in helping this happen, and also everyone who shares their story. Bless you all.
Yes,
Well,
thank you. Thank you for
I'm always
sharing
seeking
your
validation.
story.
Thank you for the validation. Easy says, have a great weekend, everyone. Rhonda says, Chris, I have a Keto Chow made before vacation that I couldn't drink, so I put them in the freezer. They were perfect when I came back. No issues at all.
With that. Yeah.
No, freezing Keto Chow, the only thing it's going to do is if your bottle is too full, it might crack it.
Yes, because it turns into a hard ice rock. But you can take it out and set it on the counter for like 45 minutes and then chip away at it.
We had someone a couple of years ago on the Facebook support group who had these plastic bottles.
Yeah.
They would prep their Keto Chow, put it into these plastic bottles, and freeze them.
Yeah, their whole entire side of the freezer was full of Keto Chow, and they would just pull them out when they needed to have them, and it was really nice for them.
Let's see. Ginny says, challenge. So what keeps you going in light of all the stalls and problems and tangles? I know besides the accolades helping people in their health journey, I don't know, you just keep on.
Just keep on going.
Yep. Keep on. Keep
Tomorrow's
calling keto
another
on.
day. So
Tomorrow is another day.
Oh, okay.
What?
So the guy who wrote Atomic Habits, James Clear, right? I signed up for his email newsletter. So every Thursday I get a newsletter from him, and he does like one question to ponder, one thought, and then a couple. I can't remember. He does something.
He does stuff.
But one of the things in there was look at your day like it's period of like a football game or something, right? So it's like quarters instead of like the next day reset. So instead of having just resetting the next day, which is what I often think about, you will reset per quarter. So, okay, you didn't do so good this morning. Well, the afternoon quarter is coming and I'm going to reset for afternoon quarter. So you can think about the day that way, you know, morning, afternoon, evening, night as those quarters. And then if you have a hard time or get frustrated and need a reset, like how Monday really helps you just kind of reset, think about those quarters and be like, okay, it's evening quarter. I am done being a failure today. I am amazing and I'm resetting right now.
Okay.
So I thought that was really interesting that, you know, the person said that. So he was quoting somebody else. I can't remember who it was, but that was an interesting way to think about it.
Blue Dove says duct tape, noted, thanks. And Blaine says duct tape sticks to little children. All the children of the world.
Yes.
Okay. Marla says, or you can buy an avocado and toss it into a shake half of the time.
Yeah. Oh, that sounded like a chicken.
That was a chicken.
Actually, yes. I even checked it.
Okay. Sally says they don't like coffee either. Floyd says readiness score. I always get snarked at for not sleeping enough. Jerry says burnt popcorn. Becky's saying hi to Sam, and Jerry says hi Sam as well. Heidi says good morning you two from Ventura.
Hey, Ventura.
And Elizabeth says yeah, we have a flood watch here in Naperville. Wow.
Yeah.
Blue says I added flavored stevia for extra sweetness. English toffee plus the caramel macchiato is delicious. Mike says stevia drops or sucralose drops work great to make Keto Chow sweeter. I do it when I'm making pudding or ice cream sometimes. Becky says, love that my brother-in-law mentioned that he included eggs into Rachel's Keto Chow. I love using 4 eggs to help limit the fat, but boosting my protein. Maybe that's what, when we start doing the PSMF stuff.
Oh, yeah.
We should just
Well,
do
and
that.
we do have that egg white protein.
Yeah, but I mean like actually mix it in with the blender.
Yeah. Well, you could also use egg white protein is what I'm saying.
Yeah. Debbie says, Chris just saying, that just made my day. Oh, okay. He says, eggs are the cheapest fat protein source for Keto Chow.
Shauna says Chris doesn't mean falsetto.
Vicky says, eggs are better than butter. Older Pennsylvania says, that's better than losing a whole day. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, I just lost a couple hours. Debbie says, if you put the eggs in Keto Chow, is it slimy? No. But
We haven't tried it still.
according to Joe, it's
Excuse
best
me.
to do it with a blender just before you drink it.
Yeah, and don't put
So.
it in the fridge or it'll be
Yep.
weird.
Okay. Oh, Elizabeth says it's along A in Naperville. Naperville. TC Slice says duct tape works for everything but ducts. Now, see, that's the issue. There is
true.
duct tape and there is duck tape. And the stuff that's silver is technically originally called duck tape because it was my understanding is it was to seal ammo containers to keep them watertight.
Okay.
It's like a duck. It wasn't for ducts.
Ducting.
Ducting, that tape is aluminum.
Yeah.
Let's see. Rhonda says you shouldn't pre-make Keto Chow with eggs. I've heard that it's not best to pre-make. Well, you make the Keto Chow, then you add the eggs, blend it up, and then drink it right away. Nancy says, yeah, please don't wait until the next day or Monday to try again. I have spent almost my adult life hating Mondays for this very reason.
It's so funny though.
Becky says, I crack them raw into my blender. Gross at the thought, I know. Add the scoop of Keto Chow. Add about 8 to 10 ounces of water and a teaspoon of heavy whipping cream for added creaminess. Okay. Irene says, I don't think I could just drink a normal Keto Chow shake anymore. I'm addicted to pudding, waffles, pancakes, Frosties, and ice cream. See, I would do that too, but I'm just so lazy, I just have the shakes.
You have to get out those makers.
Yep. I think Sam wants me to go take him to go get some gasoline.
I was
Gasoline?
gonna ask Mom if I could go to Evan's house.
You got to finish your chores
Yeah.
first.
Blue F says, no, the eggs make it frothy more than slimy. I
Get your own
sometimes add a
picked up.
raw egg white to the hot coffee so it cooks a bit and then adds the yolk right before blending to keep some of the raw nutrients. Oh, there you go. Shauna says, now that I have the Vitamix, I may try that egg and Keto Chow thing. Maybe, perhaps. Julie says, now inspired to make Marie Emmerich's protein pudding using Keto Chow.
Oh, it's so good.
We still have like 2 full things of eggs to make the pudding with, by the way.
Let's do it.
Becky says, I'm already noticing results despite my hormones fluctuating and causing weight gain, courtesy of PMDD. Ryan says, so can you pre-make the Keto Chow and just add the egg before drinking? Absolutely.
I think so, yeah.
Shauna says, I have duct gorilla tape with flowers, minions, colors, etc. That's awesome.
Nice.
Becky says, add some ice to the Keto Chow for some bulk, though it can water it down. That's true. Okay, well, we're going to go because I apparently need to go get some gasoline
Okay.
so that Sam will be happy.
So
Right?
he can finish his chores, which is mowing the lawn.
Yep. Yep, that's right.
And I'm
Okay.
going to get up and move around so I'm not so tired.
Elizabeth says I like to add cake batter flavoring to my
Oh,
vanilla.
that's a good idea.
Okay, well, everybody have a fantastic day. We will see you on Monday.
Yep. Be safe this weekend. Have
Yeah.
fun. Be kind to yourself.
Be excellent to each other and
Be
party on,
excellent
dudes.
to yourself.
Okay, bye.
Bye.